Hi, welcome to the first episode of Marketing Mondays with Marilyn. I'm Marilyn, your host and owner of Art in Motion Graphic Design. So, unless you have been living under a rock, you have surely seen one of these around, a 40-ounce Stanley Quencher cup. They have been pretty popular for a while now, but they made the news this week for specific cups, which are collaborations they are doing with Target. One is a Valentine's Day promotion of sorts, where the cup is available in a hot pink and in cherry red, and the other is a Starbucks times Stanley in a shiny pink. These are exclusively being sold at Target stores and were just released a couple of days ago. As a result, we have people who were camping outside of Target to get their hands on these cups. Some people were reporting a rush of shoppers making mad dashes for these things as soon as the doors opened. The explosion of Stanley cups everywhere may be new-ish, but Stanley itself is not. They have been around since 1913, making a variety of products including coolers, food storage containers, and yes, reusable cups in a variety of sizes, which was their first product. In fact, it can be said that William Stanley Jr., the company's founder, created the all-steel vacuum cup as we know them today. Since almost the inception of the company, Stanley has marketed their products, including cups, to people who work outside. Construction workers, miners, linemen, hunters, fishermen, etc. And they enjoyed some popularity among the military and police officers, as well as people who enjoy outdoor activities like camping and hiking. The selling points for their cups was always the amount of time that their products would keep your hot beverages hot for 5 to 7 hours, and your cold beverages cold for 9 to 11 hours, which I will say checks out. They really do an excellent job in living up to that claim. Now, it's really interesting to note that the 40-ounce Quencher is really not a new product for them. It was introduced in 2016, yes, 8 years ago. It was not something that Stanley was heavily marketing or even really marketing at all. In fact, less than 2 years after they were introduced, they pulled the Quencher off their website. It wasn't because it was not a good product. It's because the market was so saturated that nobody was buying them. So, how did they get from that space to where they are now, selling out all over the place and having people camped out in front of a Target in the month of January, no less, like it's the latest iPhone or limited edition Jordans? They did it with the help of 3 women, none of which worked for Stanley, and definitely not members of Stanley's target demographic, which was primarily men. In November of 2017, 3 ladies started a blog and Instagram account called The Buy Guide, which quickly became popular and quickly gained many followers on various platforms. On their Instagram account, the second post they ever made featured the 40-ounce Quencher. That post showed a picture of the cup with the caption, "Of all of the insulated cups, this is the one. Just trust." They encouraged their followers to try one, and those followers listened. But at the time, the Quencher was not everywhere. It was pretty hard to find because, again, it was not what Stanley considered to be a successful product. Someone at Stanley caught wind of those ladies' love of the cups and partnered with them to sell them 10,000 cups wholesale. At the time, Stanley had never partnered with anyone. They had done 0 affiliate marketing. And it's worth mentioning that these women took a big risk in purchasing these cups because while many of their followers were looking for them so that they could try them, that was not a guarantee that they would actually buy them. The ladies at the Buy Guide sold out of the first 5,000 cups in 4 days, which they posted about, and then the remaining 5,000 cups sold out in 1 hour. This left the executives at Stanley absolutely gobsmacked and showed them 2 very important things about marketing that they were missing. One being that they were selling their own products, including this cup, short by marketing them as occasional use items, like for a camping trip or for tailgating, etc. And 2, they were marketing this cup to the wrong people. It's worth noting that the Buy Guide's audience is about 98% women, most being women aged 25 to 50. And these women, that group, has a large share of purchasing power in today's economy. Yet Stanley was completely ignoring this important demographic. With the help from the ladies at the Buy Guide, they came to realize that they needed to position the Quencher as something that people use all day, every day to hydrate, and that it needed to look good in people's homes and kitchens and come in more colors that would help it become a fashion accessory people would want to take with them everywhere. It needed to become more than just a cup. And that it certainly has become. The biggest rise in the cup's popularity began in 2020, and it has only continued to rise each year since. Just a couple years after gaining an enormous amount of traction, the Stanley Quencher cup has become a sensation and has grown into one of the internet's most viral products, with more than 3.4 billion views on TikTok. That's billions with a B. And leading to Stanley's sales being up over 300% year after year, just from one product. One product that has more than doubled Stanley's total revenue. It is estimated that on the Quencher product alone, they did around $750 million in sales just in 2023. And with that enormous explosion in sales comes a lot of fierce brand loyalty, which, if you know anything about marketing, you know is one of the best gifts your brand can ever get. Many people love their Quencher cups so much that they started buying other Stanley products too, turning it into a cool brand that people flocked to so they wouldn't have to suffer from FOMO or the fear of missing out. People began collecting them too, buying all different colors to match their outfits, etc. One content creator and fitness influencer, Chelsea Espejo, is a big Stanley brand evangelist and features the cups in her TikTok videos often. She has over 50 Stanley Quencher cups and counting in all different colors. And she certainly isn't the only one. Wait, since when is a cup a collector's item? Since social media. Search TikTok for Stanley Tumbler and you'll see that that hashtag alone has been viewed more than 900 million times, and there are tons of video about them that have gone viral. Helping to drive people's excitement around the cups, Stanley has implemented a strategy of releasing new colors in limited editions, such as the recent Target offerings, and exclusive collaborations with brands and celebrities. For example, a recent collaboration on the Quencher cups that they did with country star Lainey Wilson sold out in minutes, and is now fetching big dollars on the secondary market. To say that what Stanley has done in a few short years is every marketer's and every business owner's dream is a huge understatement. But what does it mean to everyone else? What can you, as a small business owner, learn from Stanley's whirlwind couple of years? Plenty. Here are just 3 things. Sometimes you don't need a new product, you just need a new audience. Just because you have always marketed this way doesn't mean that you shouldn't explore other avenues or make changes. And never underestimate the power of social media. We wrote a little case study on Stanley called 2024's First Viral Sensation, 7 Things Any Business Owner Can Learn from the Stanley Quencher Cup. It's available for free on our website at the link included in the video description. Go check it out and let us know if you find it helpful. We'll see you again next week with a new episode of Marketing Mondays with Marilyn. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss a thing.